Is medication the only option to treat depression?
Well, you will have success with medication, but personally, I think you have great quality and more consistency by doing cognitive behavioral therapy or interpersonal therapy, or one of those that are really proven in evidence-based medicine to work longer. You get better results from that. And even if you're on medication, there will be blips in your world. There will be crises and losses. If you have those cognitive behavioral skills to help bolster whatever you're doing with the medication, then you can weather those little bumps a lot easier. And the likelihood of an individual staying out of depression increases dramatically.
So, Dr. Franco, my question is, there seems to be a lot more people diagnosed with depression. Are there really more people depressed, or are we just learning more about it?
Well, I think that's a very good question, and you probably will have people supporting both sides of that. We are certainly better at diagnosing it. One of the things, however, that may happen is that people with depression, whether that's unipolar or bipolar, are probably living longer and have better quality lives. They're more likely to get married, they're more likely to have children, they're more likely to have successful jobs compared to the past. Many colleges, for example, will tell you that 10% to 25% of their students may have been treated for a mental illness. That wouldn't have happened in the past. Those individuals would not have made it to college. They wouldn't have been successful. So there probably is some degree of better diagnosis and better treatment, but also better quality of life, and those individuals are going to go on, and because we know these are in part genetically related disorders, then they may be increasing.
Dr. Franco, there's a stigma with being diagnosed with depression. How do you explain this to others to allay any fears associated with the condition?
Depression is just another illness. I mean, we all have been dealt a certain hand of cards, if you will. Some families have diabetes, some families have cardiac conditions, some families have asthma attacks, some families have mood disorders. It's really not different. All of the body connects together. The brain is not separate. The fact that we can work with the brain a little bit more gives us an extra tool, but it's still one of the body systems, one of the parts that can get ill or have a chemical imbalance, have a change. I do believe people have a responsibility in their depression, though. They have a responsibility that it's time to get help. Just as a diabetic patient has a responsibility to monitor their blood sugar and to take the medications at the proper time, to work with their doctor around regulating that tightly so they don't lose their vision and they don't lose their kidney potential. So depression folks also have a responsibility to help so they don't succumb to the